MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, Rain-X, Hum by Verizon, State Farm, and WeatherTech.
You know, launching a new sport coupe is never easy, so if you want your car to be successful, you'd better give the buying public something different. When Toyota introduced this Celica for 1990, the car's radically rounded styling turned a lot of heads. But with today's intense competition in the sport coupe arena, it will take a lot more than looks to make the new 94 Celica succeed. Looks may not be everything, but that didn't stop the designers of the new Toyota Celica from producing a striking automobile. Whether it's in notchback or hatchback form, the look is leaner and crisper than that of the previous generation Celica. The Celica line is also leaner, having been trimmed down to front-drive ST and GT models only, with a convertible to be introduced later. But an all-new Celica All-Track will not be sold here. The long sloping hood, deep air intake, and distinctive headlights recall the Celica's upscale cousins, the Toyota Supra, as well as the Lexus Sport Coupe. Deep creases in the side panels and the smooth with just a bit more bulge rear quarters give the latest Celica a more continental appearance than that of its very Asian-looking predecessor. Of course, all this new show would mean nothing without more go. So Toyota has increased the base ST grade 4-cylinders displacement from 1.6 to 1.8 liters, which bumps horsepower up to 110 and torque to 115 pound-feet. Over in the GT, displacement stays at 2.2 liters and horsepower at 135, but torque jumps up to 145 pound-feet and overall weight drops. Unfortunately, last year's 200-horse turbo 2.2 went the way of the All-Track. Still, Toyota claims that 0 to 60 times now stand at 8.7 seconds for the GT and 10 seconds flat for the ST. In addition, EPA fuel economy ratings improved to 27 city and 34 highway for a manual transmission ST and 23 city and 29 highway for a manual GT. Toyota also claims substantial improvements in handling thanks to a wider track, revised suspension geometry, new power steering, and a more rigid body structure. Our press preview drive along twisting California roads in a GT hatchback confirms some improvement, but we'll have to wait for a proper track test to determine how much. An optional sports suspension package is also available for GT buyers in place of the discontinued GTS model, but we already know the Celica is quieter. The suspension is now attached to the body by a series of subframes, and additional sound insulation has been added. Unwanted vibrations are also reduced. Yet the new steering gear actually increases the road feel. For increased safety, anti-lock brakes are now optional for both models. The ST comes standard with a disc drum combination, while the GT sports four-wheel disc. While the driver's wheel and passenger side dash now sport life-saving airbags as standard equipment. The cockpit that they inhabit follows the exterior's crisper is better approach, with a more driver-oriented shape, also akin to the Supra. While we had few complaints about the last Celica dash, we applaud the new one's most straightforward approach. And the addition of new double-locking seatbelts to improve safety and allow easier installation of child safety seats. But a few more of these large analog gauges would always be appreciated in a sporty coupe. We do appreciate a cup holder, however, and the smooth operation of the optional power tilt and slide moonroof. The controls of the latest top-line System 8 stereo are typical Toyota. It's hard to ever find anything wrong with them. And the air conditioning now works without ozone-depleting CFCs. As with any car in this class, rear seat room remains tight for adult passengers. But trunk space in liftback models increases by almost 3 cubic feet. Coupe trunks are unchanged at 10.6 cubic feet. Price increases are almost inevitable with new models, and the Celica is no exception. ST models now start at $16,168, while GTs begin at $18,428. Base prices top out at $19,698 for an automatic-equipped GT hatchback. Toyota planned the new Celica to please the car's most loyal customers, young, predominantly female buyers, thus the careful refinements of engine, suspension, and styling. But we think that the 94 Toyota Celica is capable of reaching well beyond the established core audience. It is clearly a more striking car to see and be seen in. It is also a far more enjoyable car to drive as well.